Good morning, Las Vegas! Hello, my name is Christina Alexa. I share everything about Las Vegas, I daily vlog, and I sell real estate here in the city. Starting out with what was most exciting to me happening this month is the Super Train going from Southern California up to Vegas has secured funding. Now, if you're not aware, the company Brightline is this company who's basically proposing to get trains all across America and basically promote accessibility as they have like in Europe and a lot of other countries. You can go to them and you'll hear people say like, "Oh, I'm flying in here and then taking a train to this other country," and it's really convenient. Well, we don't really have that in the U.S. yet because when this country was being built, the founding fathers wanted to really rely on like the interstate system, and that was like their pride and joy. This company Brightline, they're already conducting business in Florida, so they are already existing in from Miami to Orlando or Tampa routes. It's a couple of routes down there, and that project was actually completed like 2018-ish. I wrote here. For whatever reason, I very much thought that the company Brightline was an Elon Musk company, but upon my research, it's not. It's actually owned by a private investment group who it's called Fortress Investment Group, and they literally are just trying to bring reliable transportation to the U.S., which I appreciate. Hopefully, they're not super expensive because they are competing with flights as well. But at the same time, it only cost me $100 in my gas tank to get to and fro. So I would say those train tickets should, if they really want to like provide another option between flight or car, need to be somewhere in like the honestly like $40 to $80 range for me personally, for me to take that, because otherwise like I would just take my car. Brightlight is also going to be bringing this development 30,000 new jobs to Clark County, which is amazing. I love that so much. I love when we get new jobs and new infrastructure that's like not centered around the casinos, even though obviously this is going to bring an influx of tourism. It's not a casino job. You can go work for Brightline, the railroad company. Super fun. And these jobs are, quote, by the senator who passed this bill and secured funding and stuff, because they actually got funding from the federal government, high paying union jobs. That's the quote. We'll see, obviously, in years to come, what high paying is and how good this union job is. I know a lot of times in unions, though, they do offer like relocation assistance, so that's really cool. I know if you're like trying to move to Vegas, buy a house here. I have two guys actually with the union now, two clients. Their union is actually giving them closing costs. Like that's how good their union is. I personally go to Cali all the time, and I feel like if I have children, I'm gonna be like, back in my day, we didn't have a train. We had to take a 5 hour, 4 or 5 hour car ride down to Cali, and I'm gonna be like the old parent who says that. I'm actually going this weekend, so I'm definitely gonna like cherish the long few hours of a drive down there and just like look at the dirt and know that probably 10 years from now, it's not going to look anything like it did. Brightline, now you know. In local news, Durango Casino has opened. It opened this week. Like I said, I'm filming this on the 6th. It actually opened 2 days ago, and I have not yet had a chance to stop by. If you're not familiar, Durango Casino is a locals basically targeted casino in the southwest part of town. Sations Casinos, the corporation, has a really good reputation here in town with employees, with customers, with performers, with everything. It's honestly one of like the top ones, I would say. I am definitely going to stop by in the next coming weeks and film a vlog there. What I'm most excited about is the 10 new restaurants that it has brought. I'm going to say that the feedback locally, like on local Facebook groups and just like with my friends here in Vegas, was that Durango is actually quite a bit smaller than they anticipated. It's smaller than Red Rock, the casino floor right now. I did read that they're planning on adding like a second tower and like a second section of floor to have a theater and more gaming tables. Sations Casinos has really done, honestly, a good job, I would say, living here, of pushing out commercials and billboards and advertisements and flyers of it being like the locals casino, and it really feels like that way. I really like all of their marketing. It's really cute and fun. And they also obviously did a really good job of bringing, again, more jobs to the city, which is amazing for our economy. Yes, it's a casino job. However, it's in the Southwest, so that's really nice. Because I know a lot of people don't, obviously, the casino jobs are the higher paying jobs here, but they are not wanting to drive down to the strip. So, it being in the Southwest is going to do a couple things. It's going to help, like, I would say, kind of dissolve up any heavy traffic routes of people going to the strip a lot or downtown. At the same time, I feel like it's not gonna bring traffic, but it's obviously gonna make that Southwest area a little bit more populated. Durango Casino is directly across the street from the Uncommons, which is a newer, less than a year old plaza that just opened up as well. That is where I love to hang out now, and it's honestly comparable to downtown Summerlin. Like this place, the Uncommons, already brings not a lot of traffic. It's really not, but that exit is definitely more busier than it's ever been. So I anticipate that the houses in the surrounding areas of Uncommons and the Durango Casino are going to go up in value just a little bit because of the accessibility. People who want to work there, Southwest is doing a really good job, honestly. I would say I'm very kind of impressed when cities are like, oh, we're gonna focus on this side of town or this side of town now. Sometimes they just like throw like a very small budget at it, and they're like, oh, it's redeveloped. Not in the Southwest. They're really really impressing me, especially coming from California. The infrastructure, the buildings, the quality of restaurants, the quality of life, the accessibility. If you're someone who has been eyeing the Southwest to move into, let's kind of get talking now because I have a really strong feeling that years to come it's going to go up. Not a lot, but it's definitely going to go up, like, in increments of the 10,000s rather than the 5,000s. I would say that's just my prediction for the Southwest. Okay, let's talk about Chinatown. So Chinatown hasn't like had any news recently. It's just a reliable side of town that nothing like there's not really big major special events on this side of town. Chinatown might be getting basically like some work done on some of the buildings because they got classified as a redevelopment zone, which means that now that they can secure funding from the state and perhaps county levels to, I know state for sure, I don't know about county levels. They can basically apply for grants and loans to like better develop the land. The money for all those projects does come from taxes, but just so you know, here in Vegas, taxes are not on your state income. So the money that you make from work, you do not get taxed on. How this state like makes its profits basically, it's on what's called the C tax, consumer tax. Yeah, alcohol, tobacco, and one other one I can't remember. Basically, the state makes so much money off like these products selling that those things are kind of heavily taxed. So that's why when you buy a drink here, like it is so expensive because everyone who buys a drink here is basically like profiting the city a lot of money. So like we have to charge a lot for that so we can do cool things. So we'll see what that looks like. I really doubt it's going to be like super modern and amazing redevelopment. I think it's just gonna honestly be like maybe like a paint job and fixing like some patches here and there because I feel like that's all Chinatown needs. But we'll see. I feel like Vegas is spending a lot of money right now, anyways, because a lot of new things are coming to town. Fountainebleau is coming to Vegas. This is like really big news. Fountainebleau, to my knowledge, only has major presence in one other city, which is in Miami, because that's what the entire concept is based off of. The hotel itself is going to be very, very like heavily based off a 1950s era Miami Beach hotel, which is just like that's a vibe, like a 1950s era Miami Beach hotel. So Fountainebleau, basically, if you've been on the strip anytime in the past 2 decades, like I seriously mean it, anytime in the past 2 decades, then you would have seen Fountainebleau actually being developed. So this project has taken 2 decades. So yes, you heard me right. Fountainebleau has taken 2 decades to complete. Basically, it's original kind of investment group kind of it either like lost funding, but the project kind of came to a halt. And then what happens at that point is like other real estate development companies can like if they wanted to after a while like bid on taking over like the plans for that development and like finishing it out. So that happened. At one point the original founder kind of like got just like, bought out of the project, but over the past 2 decades he was able to work his way back in and he actually completed it. So in the article, the founder of the project for it, basically said that like he considers it a super huge, like big achievement for his company to be able to have like come back to Vegas after 2 decades again, and finish Fountainebleau. Hotel is going to be elegant on the elegant side. This is how they describe their own company. Fountainebleau strives to specialize in luxury hospitality, chic elegance, and unforgettable experiences. So that tells me they're going to definitely go for the very nice, like high end, dashing, but also like fun, young, hip energy, kind of like Cosmo. I'm feeling like the Cosmopolitan vibes, that hotel, which I haven't been to the Cosmo in a long time because I don't party like that anymore. Um, I'm hoping to go out again in Vegas soon and kind of like see what the vibe is at this club actually at Fountainebleau. And I'm gonna vlog it for sure. I want to take you guys with me. Metro Boomin just got announced as the kind of resident at this club at Fountainebleau, so I'm super excited because Metro Boomin is like produced so many hits, like literally so many awesome hits and so many good club hits. In other news, something like that's not so pleasant to report, I do just want to, give awareness to it. UNLV literally yesterday just had a shooter on campus. So UNLV is a local school. University of Nevada, Las Vegas is its full name. You can look it up. It's literally right next to the Las Vegas Strip. Like it's at the end of it. It's not in the greatest area of town, but like it's a college city school. It's like I don't know how to describe it, but a vast majority of the city went to UNLV. Like a lot of people from UNLV like stay here, and it has like a really big legacy. UNLV, I would say locally, kind of. There's a shooter on campus. Everyone is okay. There are a couple like casualties. I'll let you read the article on it because this just happened yesterday, so I don't know what's going to like develop from it. Um, my brother was on campus, but he said that he was like okay, and he was like a couple buildings away. And then Sandra's cousin, so my preferred lender Sandra, she's in a lot of my videos. Her like younger cousin, who's a student at UNLV, she also was there, but she was a couple buildings away. So like a vast majority of people are okay, but there are just a handful of people that did get hurt and people that they think might be the suspect. So I'll let you read about that yourself. Vegas is responding to it in a very, very, very like um, healthy manner, and they kind of have this hashtag here when you live in Vegas. It's hashtag Vegas Strong, which was already developed when there was a mass shooting here in Vegas, at like a Mandalay Bay concert. Our hashtag is literally like Vegas Strong. There's a huge sense of community here, which I really like. Now, in light of the UNLV events, which again are like happening right now, like it's only 1 o'clock the next day, so it hasn't even been like a full 24 hours since this happened, to my belief. I'm not sure. I don't know what happened. I will aid you your research on your own. I just want to let you know that it happened here in Las Vegas. Okay, lastly, just personal news. I have moved real estate brokerages, which is really cool and exciting for my career. Finishing out some documents and signing a few documents to make the leap, but I have been accepted as an agent at the agency brokerage here in Las Vegas. And if you didn't know, the agency is basically just like a global luxury boutique brokerage. It's really small. There's only 40 offices worldwide, so it's pretty small right now, and like it's like a huge tight knit family. The owner of the entire brand, like globally, is Mauricio Umansky, who is the husband of Kyle Richards, the Real Housewife. They're always in the press, which I really appreciate because one of my like kind of like a decade goal, like long term goal, is to get into the Forbes 30 under 30 list. And I just feel like my chances of crossing paths with the right people, learning the right skills, and opening the right doors is pretty high if I work at a boutique of this caliber. I have so much respect for the agency, and I'm so excited to be able to work with them. And I really am so excited to bring you just like a newfound look inside the world of Las Vegas luxury premier real estate. And I feel like this is me turning from like a noob, like beginning realtor to like, okay, like I'm making it. Like this is gonna be my thing, like real estate. So I'm excited to go to this prestigious firm, and I am eager to meet all of my new clients who will be working with me at the agency. So if you're looking to relocate to Vegas in any way, just fill out my form, which is in the show notes. That's the first link in my show notes. On every single video is my form. And once you fill it out, I'll call you back in 24 hours to start speaking about the process of buying a home. The last thing I wanted to say was Reddit. I'm not going to link Reddit because you can just like go find it yourself, and it's not like a super credible source, but Reddit is like where locals like chat on. And in the Vegas like subreddit, somebody, it was like pretty, there was like nothing going on, like no drama, but a couple people were asking for jobs in the Vegas subreddit, and then like a lot of people are actually posting about like the local Durango Casino opening. So if you want to see like live pictures of that, go to like the Vegas subreddit. Just literally type in the computer Reddit Vegas, and it's like the most popular one. Other than that, it was like Durango Casino. Oh, well, and again, they're like addressing You Not Be Strong right now on the Vegas subreddit and like discussing that. So like for literally like minute to minute updates of the city, I guess the Vegas subreddit would like be the best source as like a local. And there's also apps like Next Door, I believe it's called, and like a couple neighborhood apps. But you do have to be residences, like you do have to have residency in Vegas to get access to those. And all of this I will tell you when you move here. So if you work with me, I will tell you everything you need to know to actually truly relocate to Las Vegas. I'll see you in the next vlog.